for males. They
No,
weren't even
it doesn't
female.
make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. But society, when it comes to the male part of that stuff, is looked at shamefully. But I mean, male.
I think when it comes to the male part, it may be looked at more heroically, right?
Heroically?
So here's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Fathers, when they find out that their sons are having sex, they're like, yeah, my boy.
Yeah.
Fathers, when they find out their daughters are having sex, they go crazy. Even mothers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And especially in the black community.
Yeah.
In the black community, we don't talk to our daughters about sex. We say you better not come in this house pregnant. That's not a conversation about sex.
Yeah.
That just makes me sneak to have it and sneak to have an abortion if I come in the house pregnant. That's not a conversation about sex.
I think it depends on the parenting, because my parents ain't never speak to me about sex either.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean.
But
my father,
it's not gonna be a parade marching up and down the street. Sometimes your fear could be the thing that's replaying something in your head, and you think that's intuition, but it's really fear. Intuition is just gonna drop it and walk away.
That's
and
true.
if you pick it up, you pick it up, and if you don't, you don't.
Yeah. I struggle with overthinking too, so I'm glad that you pointed that out, because I do feel like a lot of times I allow fear to consume me in so many things. Where I'm just like, no, I need to take the step. I need to trust in that's the right step,
right?
And then all of the possible scenarios start playing, and I'm now spinning, and me too with the ADHD. I'm like, oh my God.
We could be our own worst enemy.
No, seriously. Own worst enemy. So that's been something too that I've been focusing on, trying to unlearn this year. It's just like, no, fear is an illusion. And I've said that on this podcast before. But actually in
the podcast watcher. Yeah. So I know most of the podcasts that I know are podcasts that he follows, podcasts that he watches. But my biggest thing is when I do scroll on Instagram, the best podcasts that will at least get me to watch their content are the ones that are like bubbly, the ones where like people aren't looking so like stuck up and serious, where you could tell that it's a relaxed environment. You might hear a curse word or two. That's how you know they're really loose. And then those tend to attract to me the most, So I think it's about just being relatable.
And that's what I was going to ask too. Is it like unfiltered? Is it
absolutely unfiltered? Anything I'm on unfiltered, raw.
Is it okay?
Like,
because
come on, man.
And I think I told you, Erica, about. Okay, so when I first started doing this, right, all of my clients were my peers, my age, because it was people. My background in the 90s was like.
Talking about me.
How am I talking about you?
Alright.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yo, because if we really want to talk about tender, your man's over there did some tender shit recently, and I don't even have to say about it. But these guys right here, I bring it up because look. I'm really not trying to be on some cocky shit, on some I'm not tender. I didn't have tender moments, but the tenderness that you guys have, I don't think you should be ever even talk to me about Cuddy, okay?
Wait,
talk to me about females.
You talking to me about getting Cuddy. You talking to me about being tender is about how you keep your Cuddy.
So now when I say being tender now, right?
You just need to get some Cuddy.
Now if a female that I'm messing with texts you now, right? And then now you go ahead, right? Yeah, she texts you, you like, damn, should I ask bro? Bro not gonna care. So you go ask him, like, yo, you think T gonna care? Nah, he ain't gonna care, nah.
So I created an excuse, which is another word you said a little while ago, but it wasn't an excuse for me in that time. It was a reason. So I juggle with with words, right? When some people go, oh, that's an excuse. I'm like, no, it really might be their reason. So be careful on how you say it, because you might make someone feel like my feelings aren't valid. My mental thought is not valid because you're calling it an excuse. And I'm going, I really don't know how to put that other foot in front of the other. So I missed out on her wedding with that. I missed out on a lot because, to be honest, when the mask was on, I can't remember. So that was something that later played a role. There's things I don't remember about my second son. I don't know his first word. I don't know when he started walking. I don't know what month he started crawling. Any of those things, I don't know.
Because of all the noise around.
Before or after working out.
Before and
There's
after.
CBG in it, in addition to CBD to help with muscle soreness, chronic pain. I like to take it before I run so I could feel it during my run. Have you heard of the runner's high? It's amazing. Yeah.
I gotta do it. So the
Relief is great for that.
I gotta do it.
Before or after,
I'm
yeah.
on Tuesday, Thursday, so I'll be trying that again. I was eating it before because it tastes good, but now I know what I can use it for. But guys, again, for those non-cannabis or those folks in the industry who don't really want to indulge, who don't want no psychoactivity, you can really look at the products that can really help you, again, with anxiety, pain relief, sleep, gives you good energy, and some of them are little to no THC, meaning, again, no psychoactivity. And one of the big missions is Francis Harris, as you all did the intro earlier, and we're bringing cannabis to the faith-based community. That's what we want to do. And I think people in the church really not all of them, but don't have too much of a clue on how beneficial.
So then that still goes then, right? Like, how do we earn the respect? How do we earn the title of leadership? Because to be a leader comes respect, right? But then also, people have to trust that you're leading them in the right direction, right? We're leading them to something.
Well, half the battle is showing up. Showing up not only for your family, but giving back and trying to help others and bring up young people in that mentorship. A lot of my mother told me one time, she said, growing up in the 60s and 70s, the worst thing that happened to the black community was desegregation. She was like, because once the successful black people in the community, especially men, got a couple dollars, what they do? Move to the suburbs, right? Before that, you didn't have a choice. You had to have your own little pharmacy. You had to have your own little grocery store. You had doctors and dentists and lawyers and things because they couldn't go out and, to the suburbs. Once they got that opportunity, they were gone. So us just...
Yeah, unfortunately. So it's a beautiful day to be alive.
Yes.
On this Super Sunday. For some, it's a blessed day. For others, it's a rest day.
And I always like to ask my guests, what are they working on? What are you working on? And what would you like people to know about you?
Okay, so as an artist, man, I'm working on some new music. Make sure y'all stream everything I got out now. Make sure y'all stream that Kalani video on YouTube. Stream the music. I'm always performing. Shout out to the Black Soul Band. We're at 333. We're at La Mode. I do Soulful Thursdays with Lisa Smiles at Drinks. Shout out to Drinks 333. Shout out to Kojo over there at 7. As you can see, I'm making my way around town, walking fast, and I'm passing your ass. But yeah, man, never not working. That's my thing. Days the Emperor. Make sure I support the brand, my brother.
What are you working on, Roland? What's coming up for you? Where can we see your talent?
Stepped up, did a few good things in that game. But other than that, the only other that Everton result was crazy for Nottingham Forest because it knocked them back with their top 4 hopes, their Champions League hopes. But they still in and about the areas with in the Europa League. So the only other real result was Tottenham just was embarrassing, but I can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So was my club.
Big up all the people in North London, of course.
But it's Arsenal, man. Arsenal, they dropped the ball. So I'll let you guys go ahead. What you guys got to say?
Arsenal usually drops the ball all the time, so I'm not really worried about these guys. Shout out to the Arsenal people, but you know what it is. I think they had a couple good games, like you said, the Everton game, Decore, the Savior, that goal was off the hook, so I think that was really good. Yeah, it was a good look, man. Nottingham Forest, I needed that result, but it ain't do much for me any which way.
We'll get into a look of the tape.
That's okay.
I'm nervous.
I have that effect.
Guys.
There we go. All right. So here's our banana. So again, just cut it low way. To be honest with you, you can cut the banana however you really want to. Okay. So we're gonna go with it like this to get started with. Bam. So we got our banana. So
all right.
Yeah, you didn't have to open that one, but I get you want to. You want to be like me. It's cool. I understand. I can dig it. I could dig it.
All right. What's next, chef?
Oh.
We on a time crunch.
Are we?
Yeah.
No, we not. No, we're not. See? You
Can
heard?
y'all hear us out there?
We're good.
Hey, Brooklyn, what's up? I'm so happy we are outside here, black and beautiful, with a sprinkle of, y'all out there too. We see y'all.
Chan at a gig. We both used to sing in wedding bands, and we met each other. Somebody randomly asked me to sub for a gig, and I met him there, and it kind of, funny thing is, the first song we ever sang together was Crazy in Love. I didn't know him, he didn't know me.
True story.
And we sang the song like we had been singing it together for years, and I was like, oh God, I think I'm starting to fall for this guy. Who is this guy?
Y'all looking in each other's eyes when y'all were doing it?
You gotta play the
We were
part.
performing the song. Yeah, we were performing the song, and I think it just clicked ever since then. Actually, I misspoke. I met him at Sugar Bar, Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar. We just met.
Yeah,
We just met that night, and when I bumped back into him at that gig, I think that's when we started to really click, and then we just started.
She
hanging
pretended
out.
like she didn't know me the second time.
What else?
Yeah, for us. And then I think people do a lot of business there too.
For sure.
I mean, you've gotten business from.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. You know what?
Yeah.
It's like we come in there, we kind of express what it is that we do. And I've had gentlemen give me their business card and be like, let's discuss some business. I have sold homes through, Bring Brooklyn Back. So
And other people have told us that
Yeah.
they've connected, they met this one that helped them with the business.
That's right.
Like, so it's connection.
Yeah, it is.
It represents connection also.
Connection, collaboration.
Collaboration. I mean, there's some of the things that we bring to the culture, bring to our peers that,
and all those things lead to elevation for
Yeah.
all of us. So
Yeah.
it is, I'm really happy with how all of that kind of turned out.
And what we represent, and I hope that we do it in a way that's excellent, and you guys have shared that we've done that, and so yeah, we just wanted to let touch on
27 fitness, and plus I'm a group fitness coordinator.
When you say 27, what do you mean?
27 group fitness classes.
A total
a week.
A week.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? So like it's like on Monday to like I said, this is like my 9 to 5. This is what I do. So and I do have days off, but within those days off, then we can aim to shoot. And so I'm thinking for starters, twice for now, twice a month, like every other week, possibly every other week. I don't know if you're thinking something different. It could be once a week, but I'm thinking also because the editing. Who does the editing?
We do.
Oh, you guys are gonna do the editing.
We can do that. We can do it, or you can get someone else to do the editing. It's on you. We do the editing.
Let me give you kudos, by the way. I recently did.
Oh, you're a weed connoisseur as well?
I guess I smoke a lot.
But I find it funny. All right, so cutaway. We got to a point in the world where we no longer get our weed in mini Ziploc bags. Fuck it. They said do away with that.
I miss those days.
Let's get all these ingredients in there. We even have a warning label that says cannabis can be addictive. And what I found funny is the fact that it said there's an expiration date on here. How does it have an expiration date?
As a shelf life.
I mean, it does have a shelf life. I mean, it could be. It'll start. You know what? It'll start getting mold for sure.
What?
If you keep it
true.
too long.
It's true. That's why you got.
Get you really fucked
and it's
up.
not.
That's why you gotta spray it with
your weed.
fentanyl.
Is that the reason? Why is that the reason?
Huh? Keep it fresh.
Yeah, you would know. Oh, yeah, wait. You crushed up the weed.
This is interesting though.
And now you're talking about fentanyl.
Yeah, 30% THC. That's good stuff.
30%? I'm not smoking that shit. I'll be fucking.
So there's Guy Vickers, and Guy Vickers is a gentleman named Chris Christmas out of Denver, Colorado. And I'll break that down. Now with Guy Vickers, he's currently the head of corporate foundation
PVH. And prior to that, he was the head of the Tommy Hilfiger Corporate Foundation. I was in marketing at the time when we met, and I was so intrigued by the works that he was doing or wanted to do. I joined his team and joined the foundation as the community affairs director to then do integrations with schools in need and and young kids, and working with helping to be instrumental in create curriculums to help these young kids who were kind of in need of arts and programming and things that we were losing in New York. So did a lot of work with Guy